It was a pretty unremarkable day for Ollie. Normal kind of Tuesday. He didn't really have any cases or appointments. So he thought he'd head to the grocery store and just kind of pick up some basic supplies. As he walked out of his apartment and down the street, he couldn't help feeling like he was being watched. Couldn't quite place his finger on it. Well, doesn't have fingers exactly, but couldn't quite place his arm on it. Just didn't feel right. So as he came to the corner of one of the buildings, he darted around the corner real quick. Then he poked his head over to see if he could see anything. And that's when he noticed, up in one of the trees, from the direction he'd been coming from, was a monkey. Now that Ollie saw the monkey wasn't particularly hiding. It was just sitting there. And it was watching him. Watching him like it knew exactly where he was, and his little dodge hadn't done anything at all. So Ollie came back from around the building and kept walking. Thought, well, it's unusual for there to be a monkey, but it's probably not my problem. So he went into the grocery store, got some oat milk and some cheese and some vegetables. Feeling whimsical, he picked up a couple of bananas. And he headed back to his apartment. But as he came outside, he saw that the monkey was still there now, sitting on top of an awning there on the strip with all the stores. And as he turned the corner back to his apartment, he saw the monkey swing over and keep him in view. He went into his apartment to put away his groceries and thought, this is getting a little weird. But I'm not going to let a stray monkey ruin my day. Ollie thought. So he'd been kind of thinking of going to the library just to relax, read some comic books. So he started making his way there. And as he went up to 33rd Street and over toward the Waverly Branch, he looked and, well, there was the monkey again. There was no mistaking it. The monkey was following Ollie. From trees and row house porch roofs, the monkey was following him. At that point, he got a little bit uncomfortable and tried to turn around and look at the monkey, hoping maybe it would spook him or her. But the monkey just stared right back at him. Ollie gave it a scowl and kept walking. He called a friend of his that worked at the zoo. He said, hey, Brian, you're not missing a monkey by any chance? No, Brian said. No, I'm sure if we were missing an animal, we'd all be on high alert. I would have heard about it. No, I can ask, but wait, hold on a second. You got on the radio. Just confirming there are no missing animals, right? Yeah, Ollie, there's animals that are all accounted for. Why? Well, there's a monkey over here in Charles Village. And I think it's following me. Oh, that's pretty weird. You should probably call animal control. People aren't supposed to have pet monkeys, and I can't imagine why else there'd be a monkey just roaming around the city. Yeah, that's a good point. All right, I'll do that. Thanks, Brian. Sure. Let me know, keep me informed. I mean, we might be able to, take the monkey temporarily to keep it safe while we figure out where it's supposed to be. I'll alert the guy who leads our primate program. Thanks, Brian. Thanks. Ollie turned around and the monkey was still there, still watching. He also noticed now that the monkey had a necklace on, a black ribbon necklace with a little white bead on the front. Well, I couldn't quite, again, put his finger on why, but something about The necklace made Ollie think witchcraft. He popped into the Punjab grocery there, picked up a few things. He wanted some dried mango, but then he also got a bag of powdered ginger and a small yogurt drink. When Ollie left Punjab, the monkey was still there. In fact, the monkey had gotten closer. The monkey was now sitting on the wall between that grocery store and the pizza place next door. Ollie walked over to it, looked her right in the eye. "What's your deal, monkey?" And the monkey gave sort of a quizzical noise. All of a sudden, without any warning, Ollie flung some of the ginger powder at the monkey. He'd quietly been opening it behind his back. The monkey, startled, fell backwards off the wall. It's not a very tall wall. Ollie rushed around to the backside, and he wasn't quite ready for what he saw, because there, lying on the ground, confused and still kind of wiggling, was a half monkey, half person. The bottom half was a person. The top half was a monkey. "Whoa," I said. "I did honestly not expect that to work." He'd read in a book recently that ginger can break some spells. He was just kind of trying it to see what would happen. And there indeed, the ginger did seem to have broken part of some sort of magical spell, or cast one. Now I wasn't sure. He walked over, and the creature didn't seem to be in discomfort, just confusion. He was clearly unsure what to do with the human. It was like human from the belly button down, roughly. He was wearing pants, so that was convenient. The monkey head looked at Ollie expectantly and pointed at the upper half of its body. I said, "All right," and sprinkled ginger powder onto the upper half of the monkey. Well, the upper half that was a monkey, of the monkey-human creature. And sure enough, in a very disturbing-looking transition, the top half of the monkey turned into the top half of a person. Also, with clothing restored, it was a middle-aged woman who rubbed her forehead and her ears and said, "Oh, man, I don't know how you thought of that, but I am sure glad you did." I said, "Yeah, why were you a monkey?" Said, "I ran afoul. There's a group of witches nearby. They keep to themselves, which, is what I ran afoul. I'd heard some weird chanting, found some notepads with weird symbols, and let myself into the backyard, and there they were doing some sort of hex. Next thing I know, they were hexing me, and, well, they turned me into a monkey. And then when I saw you, also an animal, walking around doing human stuff, I thought maybe you'd been hexed too? I don't know, it was hard to communicate, and a little bit hard to think when I was a monkey. What did you throw at me? What was that?" "Ginger," Ollie said. "It's just ginger powder." "Oh, man. Well, I know what I need to do then." All I said was that. "I'm going into that store. I'm getting a big old bag of ginger powder, and I'm going back over, giving these witches a bit of what for." I said, "All right, good luck." let me, you saw my apartment building, right? Yes. If you get turned into something weird, here's my apartment number. And he handed Ollie a piece of paper with his apartment number. Good luck. And Ollie went off, stopped for a coffee, because at that point he needed one. And then had a lovely afternoon, or lovely morning rather, at the library, reading comic books. And that was the case of Ollie and the Mysterious Monkey.